Hello,
Hi,
Chisom. How's it going?
It's going. How are you?
I'm going. So, what are Diversify up to these days?
Oh, what are we not up to? But I guess what's relevant to this take is Diversify Nordics Summit.
And what is Diversify Nordics Summit?
It's only the leading conference for all things leadership, innovation, sustainability, and belonging.
All right. How would you describe it in 3 words?
Let's see what Sayantani says. Sayantani, what do you think?
Oh, hi, Maxi.
Hi.
I think for me it would be inclusive, insightful, and I would say inspiring.
And what's the coolest thing about Diversify Nordics Summit for you?
For me, it is to see myself represented and also different intersectional identities represented.
And what's the hardest part about organizing Diversify Nordics Summit?
I guess living up to the standard we've set for ourselves.
And what's the easiest thing?
To have a diverse lineup of speakers and even attendees, it's really not that difficult.
All right. And what would you say is the best thing about organizing Diversify Nordic Summit for you?
I think for me it is that first moment of the day, on the day of the conference, when you see a room full of people and it's like you look at it and you're like, team, we did that.
Right. And what about you, Chisom?
Oh, the best thing? The best thing will be my team. Creating, designing a remarkable event with the best people.
And what about you, Miguel?
For me, it's the adrenaline in the morning to get everything ready. Yeah.
I would say that end of the last session and when we come to the stage to just say hi to everyone and this feeling of like, we did it.
It's without doubt meeting new people and learning new things.
All right. And what would you say is the spirit animal for Diversify? Chisom.
I'd say one eagle. We soar high and higher.
I think we're a chameleon. We adapt and change.
I would say an orca, because we keep learning.
I will say a wolf because of resilience, stamina, community and loyalty that we ooze.
Amazing. And what about you, David?
Definitely an octopus for me. 8 limbs and reflecting all our different skills.
Okay. Chisom, this year you're doing a road show, right?
Yes.
Where did you visit?
We went to Finland, Denmark, Sweden, and Iceland.
Wow, quite some traveling.
Yeah.
And Eva, what would you say is the trickiest part about being a moderator?
Come.
Yes.
I want to sit.
Yes, let's talk me through it.
Actually, of all of the things that can be hard when moderating, I would say the hardest part turned out to be getting speakers water.
Okay. And what is the best part?
It's definitely engaging and talking and learning from amazing people.
And during a panel discussion, what is the worst question you can ask?
From what I remember, it was the question that I kind of was winging it and the speaker was not prepared for it, so there was a little bit of a silence.
And what's the best question?
It's definitely a question when you ask it and then suddenly there's this spark of synergy and speakers start to talk and this dynamic happens.
I heard there's a gala the day after DNS. You want to tell me about it?
Yeah, you heard right. Yes, the annual gala is going to happen the day after the DNS on the 28th of September, also at Clarion Hotel. It's the 3rd year, and every year we use the gala to celebrate people and companies and organizations that highlight and promote diversity and inclusion and leadership and sustainability in the Nordics. And we also kind of relax, kick back, and just enjoy each other's company and networking.
Can you give us an example of a problem you have been able to overcome thanks to Diversify's diverse team?
Just looking at all of them, and I definitely think it's the chocolate problem.
What is the chocolate problem?
Well, most of us cannot have the day or working day without chocolate. So we all bring chocolate from our respective countries when we travel there, and yeah, it's a really big problem and important problem to solve.
Yeah, it's boring to eat the same chocolate all day. I get it. And if you get to choose one ultimate dream speaker for Diversify Nordic Summit, who would it be?
David Bowie.
What about you, Miguel?
I would say Uruguayan writer Eduardo Galeano.
All right. And what about Sayantani?
Probably Michelle Obama.
And David?
I would say the British rapper, poet, author, and activist Akala.
Interesting. And what about Chisom?
I'm gonna sneak in two: Nelson Mandela and Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala.
Okay. Sounds like an interesting conference.
Yeah, I think so.
Miguel, what is the dress code for Diversify Nordic Summit?
Well, come as you are. Just bring your curiosity.
And what are you looking forward to the most?
Looking forward to most, I would say working with the volunteers.
And who is Diversify Nordic Summit for?
Well, for everybody, change makers and people eager to learn.
Okay, thank you. Chisom, how did you realize organizing events was gonna be your thing?
Ooh, I guess I was hanging out at my house with a lot to do, and then I decided, how can I make my life more difficult? And I thought, hey, DNS, why not?
Sounds like a good way to do that. What surprised you the most when starting to organize big conferences?
Oh, it's an emotional process.
Yeah? And if you could go back in time and tell yourself something before founding Diversify, what would it be?
Don't do it, but I did it.
You did it. And what is different about organizing Diversify Nordic Summit 3 years ago when you started and now?
Hi, Eva.
Yeah.
What is different? I think we have experience. The first year we were just shooting darts in the wind. We do have, a good track record of holding spaces, but nothing that big. So yeah, we definitely have experience.
And what is the same?
Children and babies are always welcome.
All right. What about you, Eva? What would you say is different and the same?
I agree with Chisom, but I would also say we're older.
And more tired.
And smarter and tired and yeah.
All right. And what's the same?
I think the chocolate supply is the same.
Yeah, always been good chocolate.
Chocolate is important.
Cool. And what do you think you will learn from this year's conference?
What are we going to learn? I think we're gathering some of the world's greatest, at least the Nordics and Europe's greatest thinkers. And I think we will learn so much from them and unlearn industry trends, what is happening in the world from a societal and workplace basis. And I'm really, really, really looking forward to it.
Okay, what do you think you will learn, Eva?
Again, I agree with Chisom. I think we'll learn again, how to work together and how to make an event like this even better.
All right. And what about the rest of the team? Miguel, Sayantani, what do you think you will learn?
For me, I would say networking. It's always really hard for me.
All right. Good luck with that.
I think for me would be the secret recipe of how to host a stress-free event.
Okay. Good luck with that. And what about you?
Collaboration.
Collaboration. Beautiful. All right. I hope you all learned that. And I say thank you and goodbye. And I'll see you at the conference. Bye. Bye.